Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. What's going on, faithfuls? The Nothing But Niners crew is here, and as promised, we told you guys to have your alert set because anytime there's breaking news, we wanted to bring it to you guys early. Nick, my man, it's not looking good, bro. What's going on?
What up? Look, so Richard Sherman going on the IR, 3 weeks, right? Tom Pelissero just put out a tweet, and he says, my understanding is this is just a flare-up related to an old injury for Richard Sherman, who had the torn Achilles back in 2017. With new rules allowing return in 3 weeks, more players are going on IR. Expectation is Sherman's absence is short-term. So where did this happen? When did this happen? Obviously, the team hasn't practiced. Today's the first day back to practice on Wednesday. And
no, that can't be right. We played on Sunday. You have Mondays off. The team returns on Tuesday. Strength and conditioning and recovery.
Yeah, but I think Monday was a day off. Tuesday was – I don't think they – because Matt Mayoko said they weren't practicing until today.
But no, I'm sorry. You're right. But they returned to the team facility for like strength, conditioning, recovery.
Right. Yeah, I'm just saying practicing as in general as a practice on the field. So they probably had a strength and conditioning day yesterday and then practice starting to hit the field today on Wednesday, which should be in an hour or so. So hopefully we will hear something from Kyle Shanahan when he speaks before or after practice today. But what are your thoughts on this, man?
I don't think it's all right. Let me not speculate on someone's injury. I think the term flare-up of an old injury, which was 2 years ago, not 2 years ago, is a little suspect. A flare-up doesn't put somebody out for almost a month. 3 weeks is a long time. It's a long time. For a flare-up? Like what?
Well, but you can return. I think you can return. No, you can't return.
It's a minimum of 3 weeks.
Right. Minimum of 3 weeks instead of 6 weeks.
So this flare-up thing, I don't really buy that. He didn't have to miss 3 weeks at all last year. And that was a lot closer to the injury than what it was previously. So I don't think it's that. And I don't want to speculate on someone's injury. I just, we hope to get him back soon. Hopefully Jason Verrett is healthy. We got to get these guys in here. Jason Verrett didn't start on IR, did he?
No.
He was just inactive?
Yeah.
So he should be good, right? So hopefully we can get him in here and we can see what he's got because he was the guy that they were saying was supposed to be the lead guy. But it just feels weird. It feels weird. It's completely out of the blue. We just heard from Richard Sherman, I believe, yesterday, and Kyle Shanahan, and neither of them alluded to and Kyle Shanahan actually read the injury report. Someone even asked one of the Mats, I believe, were there any other injuries today that we didn't hear about on Sunday following the game? They asked that question specifically. They went out of their way to ask him, did anything show up today that we didn't know about previously? And Shanahan flat out said, no, nothing new. Thumbs up.
It's crazy because, like you said, both of them had spoke. Nobody had said anything. Obviously, there's no speculation, or there's a little bit of speculation as to what it is. Obviously, we'll hear more probably on it today, as in if they specify what it is, because they can just say a lower leg injury. They don't have to say exactly what it is, and that's what we already know, as in a lower leg injury, right? So the good thing about this is I do agree with what Tom Pelissero said, as in a lot more players are going on the IR due to the fact that it's only a 3 week span instead of a 6 week span. Where before, if you place somebody on the IR, you don't get them back before this year until 6 weeks. So getting players back in 3 weeks, you don't have to do anything with them. But man, I want to see, look, Mike, this is your time right here, man. You've been vouching for Ahkello Witherspoon for the last 2 years. Does he get the start over Jason Verrett? How much confidence does this team have in Ahkello Witherspoon? If Ahkello Witherspoon doesn't start and Jason Verrett does, they have no confidence in Ahkello Witherspoon.
Hey, whatever the team decides to go with is what they're going to do. And we're going to have to be here and sit back and support it. The one thing I will say, though, is this. Sunday's loss hurts a little bit more now. To lose Richard Sherman for 3 weeks, these two games here maybe you can get by without Richard Sherman, maybe, right? But if you happen to drop to one of these because of a busted coverage or something by someone a little less experienced or something like that, you don't feel as bad if you win Sunday's game. If we had have won on Sunday against the Cardinals. Now it's really, really important that we come in here and we crush it. The offensive line is going to have to get destroyed by the Niners defensive line for these next 2 weeks at least to hold up. And then after that, we play the Eagles at home, if I'm not mistaken, right?
So we got Jets, Giants, Eagles, Miami.
So those would be the 3 games that Richard. I mean, we can do it. If there's a 3-week stretch that you feel like you might be able to get by without Richard Sherman, it's there. But it's also the NFL, guys. I don't want to undermine anybody that's out there. All these teams have talented players, and one breakdown, one busted coverage can be 7 points. 6 points. So you don't want to underestimate anybody, but man, we will definitely keep our eyes open and our ears peeled to find out exactly what's going on with Richard Sherman. And when we hear more, we will bring it to you guys. We don't want to speculate or anything like that. But as of right now, it's just reported as a lower leg injury. The first tweet that I saw was from Mike Garafolo. I didn't see it from anyone else. And then we're hearing that NFL is reporting on it. And I'm sure soon you'll hear the Mike Silvers and Ian Rappaport and all these other guys start to come out and say what happened. But it's very unclear at the moment. All we know is this. The 49ers are placing cornerback Richard Sherman on IR, expected to return in 3 weeks. We're not quite sure. And it's reported as a lower leg injury.
The injury bug has struck. So... But yeah, man, we'll see what this is once we get a little more in-depth detail. But we wanted to bring that to you guys here just so you guys know. I see a lot of you didn't even know, so that's good that we brought that to you guys as fast as we possibly could. Like Mike said, Mike Garafolo was the first to tweet that. So it does look like Richard Sherman will be placed on the IR for 3 weeks, and we'll see what happens from here. We'll hear what Kyle Shanahan has to say, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, that's going to do it, man. We'll be up. You guys make sure you have your notifications turned on. It's very, very important to turn the notifications on if you are subscribed to the channel. If you are not subscribed to the channel, and this happens to be how you find out about it, please make sure you guys subscribe, and then also, again, turn on those notifications because this is what we do here. We want to make sure that we bring you guys the news as soon as it happens. That's going to do it for us here today. Prepare for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always remain faithful.
We out of here. Peace.